Around the Department of Defense, this is your daily news brief.
Keeping the peace in the Indo-Pacific free. I'm Mark Weeks. Defense Secretary Mark Esper is making his second trip to the Indo-Pacific region in 3 months to visit South Korea, Thailand, the Philippines, and Vietnam, where he will hear firsthand from allies and partners their concerns, their progress, and what the United States can do to further strengthen cooperation. The national defense strategy is based on the return of great power competition, with China and Russia being the two greatest threats. Esper will discuss Chinese claims in the South and East China Sea and reiterate the U.S. desire that any solutions in disagreements over national claims in those waters are arrived at peacefully. Maintaining alliances and making new partners is the second line of effort in the national defense strategy, and the trip will highlight the U.S. commitment to partnerships both old and new, with 80 nations and entities now involved in the effort to defeat ISIS since the rise of the Islamic State group in 2014. On his way to New York to ring NASDAQ's closing bell in honor of Veterans Day, Defense Secretary Mark Esper told reporters that Turkey cannot have Russia's surface-to-air missile system and continue purchasing F-35 fighters from the U.S. In Brussels recently, the Secretary said he told Turkey's defense minister that the NATO allies, particularly those who are purchasing or trying to get the F-35s, agree the Russian S-400 missile system is too much of a threat. Esper noted that reform is one of the 3 lines of effort in the national defense strategy, and that this part of the effort includes creating a timeline to get manpower applied to the other 2 lines of effort, lethality and improving partnerships. The U.S. Navy and the Japan Maritime Self-Defense Force have begun their bilateral annual Exercise 19 in the waters surrounding Japan. The exercise will provide the 2 allies the ability to practice and evaluate coordination procedures and interoperability elements while further building on bilateral relationships. Throughout the exercise, the 2 militaries will train together in air, surface, and subsurface battle spaces and practice critical capabilities required to support the defense of Japan and respond to a potential crisis or contingency in the Indo-Pacific region. That's your DoD News Brief. I'm Mark Weeks. You can find more stories about your military at defense.gov and by using hashtag KnowYourMil.